Welcome everyone. Hope you all are doing good. I am Shubham from Henry Harvin Education. Today we have Mr. Seshadri, who is a SAP consultant having more than 10 years of experience. I would like to welcome you, sir, and thanks a lot for giving your time.
Thank you
So,
so
could you
much.
please introduce yourself?
Thank you so much. I feel immense pleasure, being a part of SAP domain. And let me introduce myself. My name is Seshadri. I'm been into SAP domain past 4.5 year, and my total work experience is 10 years. And my education background is Master of Business Administrations in Sales and Marketing and HR. And currently I'm been associating with the Henry Harvin Educations as a trainer, SAP SD trainer. It's really a pleasure to introduce myself.
Thank you. Uh, Sir, could you please explain what SAP SD is?
Yes. SAP, it is a ERP application. Okay, there are plenty of applications, ERP applications are available, which all are useful for business enterprises for maintaining the data, storing the data, manage the data. See, we all know that data is very important for any organization. Okay, especially from their core functional department perspective, they have to manage, store the data initially, and they have to manage the data. Okay, in order to store and manage the data, yes, they required an integrated ERP application. It is a mandatory. Okay, so in this scenario, SAP, it has been showing its a significant impact in business data maintenance process for the past few decades. If you take Fortune 500 companies, majority of the companies are been running their data on SAP application. So this indicates literally that how significantly SAP ERP application is being showing its impact in business process in terms of maintaining the data.
Okay.
And see, we have different versions in SAP ERP application. So we have been working on ECC version, Enterprise Central Component, we can call it as. And since 2015, HANA has taken place. Okay, currently many of the organization wanted to migrate from ECC to HANA, and some of the organization already have been migrated from ECC to HANA. And HANA, it is an updated version of ERP SAP application. Okay, ERP is nothing but enterprise resource planning. Okay, an application which is helpful, which is giving full access to any organization to maintain the data. Okay, that is called as an ERP application. Okay, this must be underlined. Okay, and as I told you that currently SAP S/4HANA version is being available in the market along with the previous version called ECC. And if you compare the difference between SAP ECC and S/4HANA, and whatever the path and whatever the T codes and whatever the modules we are having in ECC version, the same modules and T codes and path, everything is remaining same in S/4HANA. But one of the big change in S/4HANA is the security of the data and the easy integration of the other modules and high speed compared to ECC. S/4HANA works like with maximum speed in terms of data retrieval, in terms of giving the reports, in terms of managing the data with the huge value. Okay, and meanwhile, S/4HANA, it is a database management system, and in S/4HANA, the database can be stored in tables in column, what we called oriented, not in row oriented. Okay, that is the significance is there in S4 HANA database management system. Okay, so this is the difference between ECC and S4 HANA. And coming to our SAP SD module perspective, yes, previously we use XD01 or VD01 to create the customer master data, but now from the both perspective, material management module perspective and SD perspective, there is one single code, T code called BP. BP is nothing but business partners. If you want to create the vendor, supplier data, or if you want to create the customer master data, there is no separate T codes. Okay, there is only one T code that is called T code is nothing but transactional code. Okay, one T code is available that is called as BP, business process. Now let's talk about the sales and distribution. Okay, R module. Okay, what is sales and distribution? In short text, we call it as SD, SAP ERP SD module. Remember, in SAP ERP application, we have technical modules and functional modules. As far as technical modules are concerned, yes, we have some of the core modules like FICO, finance and controlling, asset management, middle management, warehouse management, production planning, SD, sales and distribution. Among these core functional modules, yes, sales and distribution has its own significance in terms of maintaining the sales related data. Okay. And coming to sales and distribution, as I told you, it is a core functional module in SAP ERP application, which helps an organization to store and manage its customer and product related data, which allows any organization, okay, to manage their sales orders, shipping, billing, invoicing of their goods and services. This is the overview of sales and distribution. I hope it is substantial information to understand how this particular SAP SD module works. Okay, on ERP, I mean, as I told you that SAP ERP application. And coming to this SAP ERP application, okay, on which platform this application can be run? I can tell you SAP ERP application can be run on both cloud as well as on-premises. Okay. In fact, as I told you that recently S4 HANA has taken place, and if you talk about the S4 HANA, yes, we do have Fury application also, which can be worked exclusively on cloud platform, even on mobile also. Fury application can be what we call installed, and it is a memory based application which does not require any hard disk. Okay, and it is a significant feature, as I told you, that as far as S4 HANA is concerned.
Okay, sir.
So this is called SAP ERP application graphical user interface. Okay, it is the main screen of this application, and here you have folders, and here the heading is called SAP Easy Access. SAP Easy Access screen is called home screen. Okay, and underneath of this application you could find the ECC EHP 7. Okay, this is called the latest SAP version in ECC, not in HANA, remember. Okay, and here you have menus which can be useful for maximizing and minimizing the screen, and here you can find these images also. By clicking on these images using these options, you can start another session also, means opening the another screen also. Okay, means at a time you can open more than 4 to 5 session scripts, so that it dramatically reduces your time consumption process also, rather than working on one singular screen of SAP ERP application. Okay, fine. Now this is called as commanding bar. Okay. So as I told you that the data can be classified into two types in any core function model as far as SAP ERP application is concerned. One is transactional data, another one is master data. Okay. So when we talk about the T codes, T abbreviation is transactional. Okay, transactional data. So if you want to create a sales order, for instance, we're talking about the sales and distribution. Okay, sales department, what they does in general point of view, sales department does to collect the customer data and write the sales order as per their business report, right? As per their in fact quotation or inquiry, whatever. When we want to raise a sales order in this SAP application, okay, we have to have two options. One is using the command bar by using, in fact, by giving T codes as input and using the path. Two options are available. Okay. Okay. If I go to command bar and use V801, this is the T code to create the sales order. Okay. This is called as sales order home screen. Okay. So when we use the T code, the system automatically takes us into the respective order document home screen. Now I wanted to create a sales order. Remember, in SAP SD, there is a concept called OTC. OTC is nothing but order to cash. Okay. As far as OTC is concerned, we must remember two factors. One is there will be pre-sales documents and sales documents. Pre-sales documents will be used for internal reference purpose from the organization perspective. Okay, in SAP ERP SD module, we have two types of pre-sales documents. Those are inquiries and quotations, which cannot be shared to the customer, which will be used for the internal reference purpose. Okay, and coming to sales order documents, with the reference of internal documents, as what we talked about just a while ago, either inquiry with the reference of inquiry or quotation, yes, we do have access to go ahead and create the sales order. This sales order will be considered as an external document because it will be sent and shared to the customer. Whenever we are sharing any data, okay, from our internal source, that is called as external data exchange. But as far as pre-sales documents are concerned, like inquiry and quotation, we can't share it. As I told you, it is exclusively for internal reference purpose. Now, to write the sales order, yes, there is a technical document called OR. This is called as technical text. Okay, when we use OR, it is a technical text. Okay, so then system automatically give access to us to enter into the sales order document inside of the document. So just a while ago, we have seen the sales order document home screen. Now we have entered into the sales order document. Here we furnish all the required data and create the sales order for a particular customer. As what I talked just a while ago, sales and distribution, it's all about storing the customer as well as product related data and managing that data. For what purpose? For sales order purpose, for billing purpose, for shipment purpose, for invoicement purpose. Okay, then after completion of this sales order creation, means sales document creation in SAP ERP application, and meanwhile wanted to give you some substantial information to all the students that many of the youngsters are having some kind of doubts on their mind that on which OS platform or database management platform this SAP application can be. See, this SAP application can be run on Microsoft Windows as well as Linux and Mac OS. All these operating system platforms helps to run this SAP ERP application. Besides, database servers will be there. Okay, we have Oracle, SQL Server, IBM BD2, S4HANA, all these database service platforms helps, supports SAP ERP application to run it.
That's really great, sir. It was a great learning from you. Sir, I just want to know, could you please explain what skill sets are required, and will you please provide some tips in order to gain those skills?
Fine, fantastic. And remember, to learn any ERP application, uh, I'm not talking about the SAP. There are many other ERP applications are available at the moment in the market, like Sibyl, JD Edwards, Microsoft Dynamics, Oracle. All are competitive applications of SAP. Among these available ERP applications, yes, as I told to you, SAP, it has its own significant share, more than 50% of shares. Okay. Now, when we talk about the skill sets, yes, if anybody wanted to learn SAP ERP application, the minimum education background is qualification is graduation. It might be engineering graduation, it might be management related graduation, or commerce background, or science background. Irrespective of your streams, it doesn't matter. Okay. SAP allows any kind of stream graduates to enter into this field.
Okay.
And coming to other skill sets, yes, the candidate must have some kind of business knowledge. That is very, very important. That's why companies also prefer to hire a guy who has got at least minimum 1 or 2 years of experience, so that these experienced guys, they can manipulate the business process. They could analyze the business process. So when they are able to analyze the business process, these applications literally helps to them in terms of using this application for the purpose of smooth business run.
That's
So
really
that's why,
great, sir.
yes, minimum skill must be there. Yes.
That's really great, sir. Sir, what has been your experience working as a SAP consultant?
Yeah, that's really great. As I told you that I'm been into SAP domain past 4.5 years, and I've been, in fact, I had been worked for Epson Technologies, and I was into implementation project. I was into realization phase. Again, remember, as far as implementation is concerned, we'll be having 5 stages. Means whatever the SAP project you take it, like project preparation stage will be there, and we will be having blueprint phase. We'll be having realization. We'll be having final preparation. We'll be having go live. And when we talk about the realization, yes, there only a consultant will do the configuration of this application as per the business requirements. Okay. And as I told you that it's really pleasure being associating with one of the leading company called Epson Technologies for more than 2.5 years. And I worked as a consultant, SAP SD functional consultant, for Epson Technologies. And the past 2.5 years, I've been into training domain. I delivered this SAP SD training for corporate clients. Recently, I did this training, SAP SD training for IBM for their internal employees at entry level. And I've been associating with Henry Harvin Education Private Limited, and I've been working for MNP Technologies, IT Solutions, Bangalore for the past 1 year. And I've been delivering this SAP SD training for both students as well as employees. And I deliver this training both at end user level as well as consultant.
It's really nice, sir. That's really nice, sir. What will be your success mantra? What do you think?
Yeah, that is fantastic question. And all the youngsters, as I told you that not only youngsters, all the human beings, please remember, if we wanted to flourish in our life, either your personal life or professional life, please remember you must have commitment and determination. This is very, very important. And observation also is very important. Okay. When you don't have this commitment, determination, observation, then even a small task will be projected as a big complicated task before us. Therefore, your commitment and determination is key success, key factors, in fact, for your success, not only for your success, even for all of our success. What happens from the students, young generations, freshers perspective, once they clear the SAP certification courses from many reputed institutions like Henry Heaven Education Private Limited, they expect immediate job opportunities. Yes, that's really good, but we have to do the introspection. We all must do the introspection, self checking, that is called as self checking. How committed we are in terms of putting our efforts to be a part of SAP domain for a long time. So what happens? We expect huge things after completion of this course. Yes, you can reach that expectation, but unless you have commitment and determination, and continuous learning also is very important with your practice. Do the
Thank you.
practice, and success will be there. I hope we are here to help.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for giving your valuable time to us. It was a really great time which we have spent today. Thank you, sir. Take care.
Thank you so much. It's really a pleasure, and wishing you a happy day. And thank you so much. I'm signing off.